And whoa.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Good morning, everyone. This is Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. And I don't know what time you're watching this or what you're doing, but I hope you're well. It's Tuesday morning, the day after Columbus Day. And as you can see, I've got some priority mail boxes in the back that have to get to the post office today because there was no mail yesterday. And while I'm out, I'm going to do some thrifting, some sourcing. I'm going to stop at a couple of thrift shops, definitely my neighborhood restore, Habitat for Humanity restore. And whoa, what has just caught my attention is a gaggle of wild turkeys. We do have wild turkeys that roam New Jersey, and these things can be fierce. My grandmother was once penned in a shed by one. Bless her heart. But I'm going to turn the camera around and let you see these wild turkeys. Hold on. Wait a minute. There they are. And this is actually the parking lot of the thrift store. Yeah, in Jersey, right across the bridge from Philly. You're thinking, oh, this has to be a joke. No, we've got these wild turkeys. These guys are pretty well fed. I don't know what they're picking at in the parking lot. Maybe someone has actually thrown some seed out to feed them, because I'm certain that they wouldn't be picking at sand. Let's zoom in a little bit more. I think that's as much as I can zoom in. I'll just stop talking and let you watch them. I know it seems unreal. Look how close we are to, of course, a billboard and a highway. But that's Jersey for you. Okay, I hope they don't see the vintage turkey platter in the back seat of my car. I might never be seen again. Well, at this point, I'm going to do a little voiceover because the music in the thrift shop was really loud. These are some punch cups, and it's a fired-on color. Don't know who made them. Not a fired-on color, but a cold painted applied color. Maybe Federal. I'm actually sitting here in my living room watching this, doing the voiceover as I see it. So there's nothing rehearsed here, but there was a lot of clanking going on and music was very loud. So try the voiceover. This looked like vintage dinerware, but when I turned it over, we can see that it's relatively new, made in China. Although it has that old-fashioned look to it from the 60s, I kind of waved it away. A little too new, but nice. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that. And this just looks like a nice 1930s American dinnerware. Taylor-Smith-Taylor, rather. Probably 1938. If their markings are the same as Homer Laughlin, you can tell. This was an unusual set. Late 30s, early 40s. I'd never seen that before. And I don't think any of it was marked. Oh, yes it is. Who made this? Oh, Paden City Pottery. Oven proof. So, domestic, made here in the US. Probably late 30s, early 40s. I run run into a lot of American dinnerware that I like quite a bit. Oh, here's one of those little children's dinner plates. You know what I'm trying to say. You put hot water in it and cork it up, and it keeps the baby food warm for the baby. Not very high sellers. Piece of Shawnee, I think, which I usually find that in pink and black and white, but not as often. Not as often in that particular color. What would you call that? That color? I don't know. La la la, isn't this dull? Here's some more sort of just generic American. That looks like Homer Laughlin. It's not marked on the back. I don't think any of it was marked. I finally gave up. But that's a pretty common pattern. I'm sure lots of companies made something just like it. I know I've seen it from the Homer Laughlin company. And it was not unusual for several of the pieces to be unmarked. But I finally just gave up on it. Late 30s, early 40s. And I run into a lot of dinnerware from that time period, and I like it, but I just have to stop myself from buying it to remind myself I am not replacements. It's a nice little Noritake, not a saucer, but a little bread plate, I guess. I think it's Noritake. Maybe it's just made in Japan. I actually don't prefer to do these voiceovers at home like this. I'd much rather talk to you while I'm in the store, but just didn't happen today. So this probably won't be the norm for me, just an exception for today. I like that. I wish there had been at least one teacup. I might have bought just one example of it made in England. It's pretty stuff, but there were no teacups. I feel like I'm narrating home movies. I'm old enough to remember all of our home movies, which obviously had no sound. And your father, somebody's father or uncle would sit there and... Now this is the, I think that's Anniversary by Jeanette in the iridescent color. And there weren't any teacups. Oops. Now this piece right here, I believe, is a high school project, maybe a shop. High school woodworking, wood shop project is what I'm trying to say. Definitely dates to the somewhere from 1935 to 1945. And I think it was a homemade project because it's basically made of plywood. And if it were mass produced by a furniture company, it would have been either mahogany or walnut, but not made of plywood. But nice little 1930s magazine rack. Oh, I love that Richard Caruso, the hair expert, is almost bald. I was having an 80s hair moment. Don't make fun of me. Golden Girls called. They want their lamp back. Hey everyone, this item looks very Art Deco, but it was heavily, heavily, heavily reproduced. Thankfully on these reproductions it does say, and I don't think this is showing up for you, but right there it says copyright 1981. So I don't think you could see it, but it's manufactured in 1981. So it's not from the 30s. You can say that again. As a matter of fact, I think the next time I'm gonna forget to stop. Oh well, you live and you learn. Let's just forget that this even happened. On to the next stop. That's random. Okay everyone, this is the darkest aisle in this store, as usual, so I know the viewing is going to be somewhat difficult. Apologize for that. And of course, I'm not looking for just anything to sell. I'm being very, very, very selective. Very selective. So, I know you're going to see some things that I'm going to pass by. What are the colors today? Hello, come on in. Uh-oh. What's that all about? What are the colors on sale today? They are yellow and purple. Yellow and purple. What does that say? 2012. Oh my goodness, it's so dark. You probably can't see a thing. I'm looking through the viewfinder lens on the camera and you can't see a thing. This looks like someone tried to improve this with a hot glue gun and some beads. Yeah, that's clear glass and somebody spray painted it. Oh well. There we go. Doesn't look old, but I have no idea who made it. And it's not old if it says Thanksgiving on it like that. Pretty. Alright. Well, there's one aisle down. Better luck in the next aisle. And we turn the corner. Ah! You're kidding. Oh my goodness. Veneer. I didn't even know there was such a thing, but that looks like a mess. No, I mean, I knew there was veneer. I meant I didn't know there was a game called Antiques Roadshow. You know, it's a shame too, because this is half price, so this is $1.50. And I know you want me to buy it, but I'm not going to. It's the iris and herringbone. Is it Jeanette? Anyway, people used to flip over this 30 years ago. They don't flip over it so much now. Only $1.50. Oh, I don't know. Maybe if I don't spend any money in here and it's burning a hole in my pant pockets, I'll come get it. It's just a tough resell. Okay, lots of clear glass. Okay. All right. Let's whip it on around this way. Yeah, chipped on the top. This really thin, elegant. Oh my gosh, the way they have those taped. You got to be really careful with the very thin, elegant depression because it is frequently chipped. Very frequently chipped. Nothing. Alright. We're not exactly starting off like fireworks today, but it's going to get better. What's my sale colors? Yellow and purple. Alright. See, this is a very dark store. Very dark. And sinister. Who knows what evil Pyrex lurks in the next stop. Ooh. Oh yes, give us this day our daily bread. This actually feels like a reproduction. I don't think that's an old one. I'm gonna leave it. Let's see. I don't know what those are. Oh, now these might be, are these on sale? Yellow and purple, no. They're not. The House of Miniatures. $1978. These might be good. What do you think? These little miniature models to put together, not models, but to put furniture together. It's the whole kit. House of Miniatures. See, I think I'll take a picture of these and then look them up later. I'm actually not going to purchase them because they're $3 each. But this could be something where these models are worth, if they're very collectible, they could be, I have no idea, maybe $10 each. So, but, I'll look them up. It's all like colonial furniture in miniature, but these are from the 70s. So, could be something there. Oh my gosh, Pyrex, what were you thinking? That has to be like one of the ugliest, poopy colors I've ever seen for a bowl, for a Pyrex bowl. I hope I didn't just offend anybody who's bought this and uses it every day. But it's ugh. Maybe it's because it's just, I don't know, it's an ugly color. I shouldn't say that. I'm not attracted to it. Ooh. Greetings from the North Pole. Meh. Okay, I'm going very fast now because, oh, excuse me, just not seeing anything. Maybe there'll be some old Christmas around the corner. Oh, I miss the beach. Well, they're starting to put a little bit of Christmas out, but none of it is old. Okay. Oh, I almost overlooked this. Here's the, oh my goodness, okay. English hobnail, and it's usually either made by Anchor Hocking or Westmoreland. And if I remember correctly, Westmoreland does not have these banded rings here at the top, as this does, and it also, I don't think has this starburst. It's not really a starburst, but that design on the base. So anyway, if I'm remembering correctly, this is the Anchor Hocking and not the Westmoreland. But anyway, in the crystal, it just doesn't bring the same money that the pink does. Now, if this were pink, I'd get it in a heartbeat. But it's nice, but the crystal in Anchor Hocking Anchor Hocking English hobnail just doesn't do much. Kind of just sits there. We'll pass. chip, 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 chip. So, no ship, ship, ship. $2, but they're all chipped. Okay. No price tag. Fire King D handle in white. These sell, but I don't know. Not enough to chase the price tag down. Mugs. And a lot of glass bake. Is it? It's glass bake. Yeah. 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. That could be a 4th. It's very affordable. Oh, look at this punch set here in this mid-century box. Too bad the glass wasn't blue. It'd be cool.